I was at Lincoln Days this weekend introducing MoveOnUp.org to the Republican Party, kind of our official coming out, and we had our little dresses on, and we were awesome. And I was talking to someone about the life issue, and she was saying that she had been pro-choice. And I've been trying to find that hook where you're talking to someone and it doesn't matter what their political affiliation is, you get them on the reality of the issue, because this issue is so real. It affects every American, because you have someone in your life who's post-abortive. So it could be your mom from before Roe v. Wade was legal. It could be your daughter. It could be your sister. For men especially, they're affected more because they marry women who they think are whole and complete individuals, only to find out later whenever they become pregnant or they can't that they're post-abortive. And sometimes they never know why their wife has depression and other issues. So she and I were talking, and she actually recounted a story to me that's already happened to me, which is that if you want to explain or understand what abortion really is, you only have to explain it to a child. And I mean a child of any age, because children hear the word abortion. And so she said she was pro-choice. Her daughter, 4 years old, heard the word abortion and said, "What is it?" And she said, "Well, it's when, simply, as this is a child, you take a baby out of the mom because the mom doesn't want it." And then her daughter said, "What do you do with the baby? What happens to the baby?" And the mom said, "Well, it dies because babies have to stay in until they're completely, until they're done, and so the baby will die, but and so the daughter was really upset by that, and that was when it clicked for her that she couldn't continue to support something that even a small child, children, they don't have their senses dulled. They know, they can tell if you're a good person just by coming into your presence. They know the truth. And I had the same thing with, I was already obviously pro-life, but my daughter of 9 heard me talking about abortion on the phone and asked me what it was, and I told her basically the same thing, the sanitized version. A baby is removed from its mom, and her reaction was, "And that's legal?" She was 9. And I said, "Yes, it is." She said, "I can't believe people would be allowed to do that. What about the baby?" So I think what we have to start doing is not framing it as Republicans are pro-life. Really, if you are a human being, you should be pro-life, because someone was pro-life in order for you to be here. If your mom wasn't pro-life, you wouldn't be hearing me right now. So we've got to start putting away the